Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of the Pumpkin Sessions. I'm Andy.
And I'm Dave.
And we're here to meet with Paul Rose today, back at the Angel Pub in Pershore.
Bus rides, giving me those sleepy bus rides. I love to close my eyes and watch the colours, the flickering light of unseen sights. A drowsy afternoon unlike another, and I'm under eyelid cover. I'm under eyelid cover. Growl, a rumbling, prowling growl. I love to close my eyes and feel the shudders. Sweeping bends, I am a puppet to them. Flotsam in the flow with all my brothers. Under eyelid cover. I'm under eyelid cover. With a jumper for a pillow, no shackles to tend. Just a jumper for a pillow, no tears to bend, no ears to bend. Train rides, giving me those nighttime train rides. I love the lullabies of steel on steel. Half asleep beneath tumultuous sheets, nocturne wraps around me like a lover, and I'm under eyelid cover. I'm under eyelid cover. Nighttime disembodied voices at halts. The wind throws them away like a sweet wrapper. The Essol paints ephemeral landscapes and fragments of a tale I have discovered. I'm under eyelid cover. I'm under eyelid cover. Jumper for a pillow, no shackles to tend. Just a jumper for a pillow, no ears to bend, no ears to bend. Sliding time, give me that syrupy time, the nectar of the sun feeding my slumber. Shadows play like window blinds sway. I'm in the grace of earth, my goddess mother. I'm under eyelid cover. I'm under eyelid cover. I'm under eyelid cover.
Okay, if his face looks familiar,
He was on our #1 pumpkin session,
Yes.
the Paul Rose
He
dictatorship.
started it all off.
Yeah.
You're
I
responsible, Mr. Rose.
Yeah.
Well-
and he's lost his dictatorship for the night only.
Yes, it's on hiatus at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we're back on solo stuff at the moment, are we?
Well, yeah, in a way of speaking, yes. I've always done solo stuff,
Yeah.
but it's mainly being busking and things like that. Whenever I play at pubs or at clubs, it's with the band these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been sort of doing solo stuff for years.
Yeah.
You know, playing in the streets and that sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
Where's your favourite place to busk then in Worcestershire?
I would say it's Droitwich.
Yeah.
Droitwich is
Yeah.
about the best.
Why is that?
Well, in two ways really. It's the best financially that I've found because
Right.
people seem
Yeah.
very generous there.
Ah.
Although Kidderminster's almost as good as Droitwich,
Right.
but I just always get a sort of really positive response from people in Droitwich
Wow.
for some
Right.
reason.
Yeah.
I think part of it is because it's quite a quiet pedestrianised area where I usually
Yeah.
go busking, so there's not much background
No,
noise,
sure.
that sort of
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
so people can hear me well.
Yeah.
But just in general, it's very good there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're on about, what name is shaping the worst place to bust that you've done so far?
Well, I'm afraid to say
Pumpkin.
it's Worcester.
Worcester.
yeah.
Really?
Why are you
well,
not
yeah.
going to the festival this year?
Well, yeah, I am playing at the festival with the
Right.
band, with the
You were.
dictatorship. Well, I was, yeah, that's right. Yeah, well, I know the promoter who I'm playing under, so
Okay.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
I'm going to have to slip him a tenner or something. But yeah, for whatever reason, Worcester is just
Right.
Well, here's a good example.
Yeah,
Because I've been off over the summer because I work at a school, so I've been
Right.
busking, 5 or 6 days a week,
Yeah.
when the weather's permitted it.
Yeah.
I went to Droitwich and I got in a couple of hours about about £25, something
Okay.
like that.
Uh-huh.
In Worcester, in the same time, I got I think £1.35.
Oh, shame on you, Worcester.
Yeah.
What?
Come on.
Yeah. And it was similar weather,
Yeah.
because I've tried to work it out, but I've been busking for probably getting on for 15 years now,
Yeah.
on and off, and I've never worked out why Worcester is so poor as far as people's reaction, because it's just
Right.
people just don't seem interested there. Like, it might be partly that there's often a lot of competition, there's other
Yeah,
people playing
sure.
and things,
Yeah,
but yeah, I've never quite worked it out.
I think
Yeah.
we need a map of shame in
Yeah.
the buskers
On
to
here,
put
yeah.
a pin in each time they play.
That's a
here.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll see.
Okay. The map of shame will be in it.
Okay,
Next
yes,
time.
let's do that.
Okay.
So, are you
Yeah.
working on new music? Because you're always coming up with weird and wonderful songs. Songs about
Yes.
DJs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
distorting
yes, things like
sounds.
that. Yes, Dave is actually the provider
Oh, yes.
of lots of the sort of inspiration.
We
for
were just
new
talking
material.
out there that I ought to have credits for this.
Yeah.
I've given him another one just now.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, you
Really?
certainly
Yeah.
have. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. There's just the list goes on and on.
I'm
of
just a giving
experiences you've
machine.
had. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I think that's what comes from just sort of playing, just doing DJ sets in so many
Yeah.
places over the years.
Yeah.
You meet so many characters, don't
Yeah,
you? Really,
exactly.
Yeah.
It's as far as new material goes, I finished an album last year.
Yeah.
And I've got, I'd say, enough material for about half an album so far. So I've got 5 or 6 new songs
Okay.
sort of
Yeah.
in the pipeline.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it'll be about another year or something like
How
that.
do you gauge if you think a new song is good enough to go on your next album? Then? Do you busk them and look for reaction?
Yeah,
or?
that's exactly what I do
Yeah.
actually. I found that until I actually play them in public,
Yeah.
sort of full volume, so to
Yes.
speak, I don't really know if they're going to work.
No.
So I spend a fair bit of time just at home, working on the lyrics
Yeah.
and just walking around my living room, strumming the guitar and
Yeah.
getting a feel for the song.
Yeah.
And then I just have to go out, and whether it's an open mic session or busking, and just try it out.
Right.
And somehow it's a strange thing, but it's the connection between myself and the audience which
Yeah.
seems to reveal something about the song. It's
Yes.
a strange thing to it's quite mysterious in a way, but it's definitely something changes when people are listening to it. That
Yeah.
I get an idea of, well, is this going to work or not?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And you got a new adventure coming up soon in the Dragon in Worcester.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
This is exciting.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
like I'm sort of helping out with it. It's the main organiser is a guy called Barry Walmsley,
Yeah.
Right.
and his wife Ruth, and they run sessions at St Swithin's Hall in
Oh,
Worcester.
right. Okay. Yeah.
Sort of regular sessions for local artists and
Yeah.
also more sort of national touring artists. But he's decided to start something at the Dragon,
Yeah.
and it's going to be called it's Dragon Folk Club, and it's going to be launched at the Worcester Music Festival on the Friday,
Yeah.
and then from October onwards it's going to be every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
So we're going to have
Yeah.
a session there.
Yeah.
I think the idea is you just come along and you can play 2, 3, 4 songs, something like that.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the evening, there's going to be a sort of guest
Yeah.
artist who will do a longer set, half an
Okay.
hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's called a folk club, but it's open to anybody who can play acoustically.
Right.
Basically, there's no
Yeah.
amplification, no PA. That's one of the main things we wanted to do with it.
Yeah.
The idea is to have more of a listening audience.
Yeah.
So because there's no amplification, people have
Yeah.
got to sit down and actually listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite valuable, really,
Yeah,
for
sounds-
songwriters and things.
Is it harder to sing at those kind of gigs than when you've
Um,
got your amplified up, or doesn't it matter?
I don't find it really matters, but
Yeah.
I guess because I've been busking for so many years,
Yeah.
I've worked on my voice, and
Yeah.
I've got quite
Yeah.
I can project my voice
Yeah.
quite
Yeah.
well. But
Yeah.
I think most people it's okay for, really. In a way, if somebody is singing and it's a bit quiet, it sort of encourages the audience to shut up in a
Yeah,
way.
yes.
Because if there's an amplifier, the audience tend to get louder, and then you
Yes,
turn the
sure.
amplifier
Yeah.
up and the audience get louder,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
it's just a vicious circle
Yeah.
in a way.
It must be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just to make it a bit more subtle and just people have to listen, might be a way forward, but
Maybe,
we'll
yeah.
see. We'll
Yeah.
see.
What if someone does start talking though? Well, that song. Do you chuck them out?
I suppose that could be part of developing yourself as a performer,
Yeah.
seeing how you can
Yeah.
deal with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going completely ballistic on stage or something like
I'm
that.
going to take a couple of packets of crisp at the first one and just crunch them at the front. Be
That's it.
warned.
Yes, yeah. A 6-pack of Heineken which you can open
Yeah.
one after another.
Shaken.
That's right. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Great.
Okay.
What 3 songs are you going to do for us then?
Pre-song. Okay, right. So I'll do one called Under Eyelid Cover, which is.
I love that one.
Oh, good. Oh,
That's one of my favourites.
It's off my. You see, it's off my 3rd album.
Okay.
And that's about. It's about that when you're sort of travelling on public transport and it's like a sunny day and you close your eyes.
Yes.
And you can see the different, and you can still see the different colours, under your eyelids.
Yeah.
And I'm always trying to guess, well, where am I? I
Yes.
fall into this reverie and things.
Yeah.
And it's
I thought it was just
about
me
that.
that played that game.
No.
Usually when you're driving though, isn't it?
Yeah, makes it interesting.
Going, well, Pumpkin's remarkably dent-free considering you do that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll do that one,
Okay.
Under Eyelid Cover. Then I'm going to do one called Sequins and Mud, which is off my 2nd album.
Right.
And that's a bit of a. It's got like some mantra chanting in it. I was sort of involved with Buddhism and meditation. Well, I still am to a certain degree. A few years ago, and there's this sort of technique where you can meditate and just repeat a certain set of phrases over in your head, just to try and bring your mind back to the present moment.
Okay.
And this song's got a bit of that in it, and also just looking a bit about how during your life you can meet somebody and it can seem quite difficult at the time, but in hindsight, the bigger picture, you can see what you've learned from it.
Yeah.
Really.
Okay.
And then the last one will be a new one, so it's an exclusive.
Whoa.
Pumpkin,
There we are.
Yes.
Although I have played it when I've been, done a few open mics and things,
Yeah.
but this is the first time on video. So
Lovely.
it's called Ekaterinburg, which is a
Right.
city in Russia, which I
Right.
visited last year, and it's about. Well, the idea of it came from a line from a Beautiful South song. Like one of my favourite bands is the
Yeah.
Beautiful South, and there's this one song called Alone, and this couple of lines in it which has always really amused me. It's he says, he knows hello in 18 languages, but I love you in only one.
Yes.
By the time he's got his phrase book, the chance is usually gone. And I just sort of really like that.
Yeah.
And I had a similar circumstance when I was in Russia. I was sat on this park bench on this boulevard between this main street.
Yeah.
And somebody came to sat next to me. This really beautiful woman came and sat next to me. She'd moved from the other side of the park.
Right.
And I couldn't think what to say. And
Got the time?
Yeah, well, yes, I probably could have just said hello. Actually, I think I was just,
Do you come here
avoiding,
often?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, so my Russian failed me on that point, although I did definitely know hello. But so yeah, it was a song I wrote about that afterwards, really. So those are the three.
Great.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Are you looking out of your window now? Are you looking out of your window now? Soon you'll be meeting your friends in Vilkalashka. Are you looking out of your window now? Are you wondering why I didn't say a word? Are you wondering why I didn't say a word? You sat down next to me on Ulica Lenina. Are you wondering why I didn't say a word? I didn't have the right words in my phrase book. I didn't have the right words in my phrase book. I watched your reflection in a waiting tram, but I didn't have the right words in my phrase book. I watched you walk towards the river. I watched you walk towards the river. You turned to look at me, a speck in the distance. But I watched you walk towards the river. If I ever find the right words, if I ever find the right words, if I ever find the right words, I'm going back to Ekaterinburg. If I ever find the right words, if I ever find the right words, if I ever find the right words, I'm going back, yeah, I'm going back, yeah, I'm going back to Ekaterinburg. So glad that I met you in this caravan on these shifting sands. So glad that I met you on this caravan on these shifting sands. So glad that we swam though the water was cold before we dissolved. So glad that we swam though the water was cold before we dissolved. So it's mad. So glad there was fire in the stories we wrote, smoke in each pen stroke. So glad there was fire in the stories we wrote, smoke in each pen stroke. So glad that we walked a while on this path, tears happy and sad. So glad that we walked a while on this path with tears happy and sad. Sequins and birds. Sequins and birds. Money, money, yeah. Oh, 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 money, yeah.
Thanks to Paul Rose for a wonderful session on the Pumpkin Sessions yet again. We'll catch you soon from us here at the Angel Hotel. Till next time, bye-bye.
Bye.